Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the next to last race, the 14th race of the 2016 Haas IndyCar Series. We are here at the Sonoma Raceway, or actually the Infineon Raceway, because this is an older version of the racetrack. But anyways, we are here at the Sonoma Raceway for the Grand Prix of Sonoma, and it is a 17-lap race around this 2-mile road course. And I will let you guys know at this point, this race is not going to be like super exciting or anything. However, this race will be determined by who gets the jump on the start of the race and the pit stops that'll happen kind of midway through the race. But this is going to be kind of a boring race head into the finale race. But it should still be a good race anyway, and it will determine who goes into the finale race, the points leader. This will definitely help shape up the championship battle heading into Auto Club tomorrow, and it should be a good one here today. Anyways, let's get to the starting lineup for this one. Got James Richardson starting on the pole in the number 22. Alongside him, it's the 27 of Matt Tuck. We got Nathan Stapleton, Nicholas Samadio, Stuart Gratton, Marty Johnson, Matt Dalio, Josh Crash, Josh Marzak, Elijah Gordon, Noah Clifton, Devin Cook, Cameron Garlington, Garrett Pick, Audra Baranowskis, our last winner, Davey Johnson, who comes into this race the points leader, Nicholas Gratton, Cameron Gaju, Matt Deal, Ryan Searless, Alice Johannes, Tyler Selsman, Ryan Madden, Christian Master, and Chris Dodd. That's the full field starting here at the Sonoma Raceway, or the Infineon Raceway, for the Grand Prix of Sonoma. And then we'll get this started here. And the pole sitter is actually James Richardson. So Richardson will get a point towards the championship for that pole position. However, he is too far off, I do believe, to get anything done. He's actually exactly 100 points off the points lead. So he actually still has a shot, but not that much of a shot. But anyways, Davey Johnson is the points leader by 25 points ahead of Elijah Gordon. And I'm going to follow those two guys throughout this race. But anyways, we're coming to the green flag, and I think we're ready to get this one started here at the Sonoma Raceway. And these guys are going to be clocking laps under a minute here around this racetrack, because this is an open wheel version of this racetrack. So these guys are going to be going pretty fast here around this racetrack. The green flag is out. We're racing here at Sonoma. How about Nathan Stapleton trying to get a position here on Matt Tuck? Can't quite get it, and Richardson got the jump on the start, so that's good news for James Richardson in the 22. This is not the IndyCar track. This is the Stock Car track, because this is the only one that's technically available, but still, it's a good track. And Richardson's pulling away like crazy from the rest of the field here. So Nathan Stapleton comes into this race third in the points standings. I think that's 47 points off the points lead, I'm pretty sure. Elijah Gordon, we're going to follow with him here. There he is in the 34. He's currently running, I can't really tell. I think he's running in 9th place in the number 34 right now. We'll see when we get to the line here. Dalio almost got a position on Marty Johnson, but could not get it done there through the hairpin. And Richardson has opened up a 1.35 second lead on second place Nathan Stapleton. Elijah Gordon is currently 9th. Nathan Stapleton is 2nd. However, both of those guys are chasing Davey Johnson for the points lead. However, Davey Johnson is currently running in, let's see, where is he? I don't see him. Why don't I see him? 16th place. Got a pass here. Garlington on Garrett Pick. Cameron Garlington's also another guy who has a shot at this. And so does Chris Dodd. I mean, I really don't know, but the thing that's going to make the finale race so interesting is it's going to be a double points event. So if you win that race, you get 100 points towards the championship. So that race tomorrow you're going to see here on Napa Fan at Auto Club is really going to shake things up because so many points are going to be awarded. But still, you definitely want to head into that race with the points leader. Now, Davey Johnson currently runs in 16th place. I'm not 100% sure how many points you get for that position. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 14 points for that position. Elijah Gordon is currently in 9th place. And 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 22 points. Would not be enough for Elijah Gordon to catch up and take the points lead away from Davey Johnson. Now Nathan Stapleton, I said he's 47 points off the points lead. Right now, Stapleton is running in second place. Davey Johnson is running in 16th, so that would be a 34-point difference. So it's very possible, the way they are running right now, that Nathan Stapleton could end up being second in the points heading in to Auto Club tomorrow. And yes, both races, the finale in the Indy Lights and IndyCar Series, will be tomorrow on Sunday. I don't usually upload races on Sunday, but kind of have to due to the fact that got the Chick-fil-A Cup Series and all that starting up on Monday. And I'm going to be away on Monday. Yeah, it's going to be a really, really, really busy next couple of days for me here. Anyways, like I said, there really isn't any passing at all at this racetrack. And because of that, these guys are literally single file throughout the whole field. But still, the pit stops are going to happen in this race, and that is going to determine who gets the victory here at Sonoma. Anyways, James Richardson looking like the guy to beat here at the Sonoma Raceway. You got Nathan Stapleton there running in second, trying to get a jump on Elijah Gordon and Davey Johnson for the points lead. Cameron Garlington's another guy, like I said, is kind of up there in points. He's fourth in the points coming into this thing. He's currently 13th on the racetrack, and that would award 17 points towards the championship. So wouldn't really be enough to catch up to Davey Johnson. However, since the finale race is double points, you can be like 60 points off the points lead and still win the championship in that final race. This is going to come down to that final race, basically, and this kind of just helps set it up. Anyways, lap 5 of 17 here in the Grand Prix of Sonoma. And, of course, you can kind of tell these guys race pretty fast laps here. There's a lot of grip on this racetrack, and because of that, it's really hard to pass. If you remember, NASCAR went with that low drag or high drag package in Michigan last year. It was just impossible to pass just because the cars basically drove themselves. It was just so hard to mess up in them. That's why they went with the lower downforce package, because a little easier to screw up in those cars than it is on a very high grip race car. And that's why we don't see much passing here, because there's just so much grip. Nobody really makes any mistakes because of it. And the only mistakes we'll be seeing will be mistakes on the pit road for this one. So essentially, we're just riding it out until we get to that pit stop, and then we'll ride it out from there, and whoever wins the race off of the pit road will win the race. It's pretty much guaranteed that that will be the case. But James Richardson in the number 22 doing a good job here at the Sonoma Raceway. Has not won a race yet this season, but looking pretty good for the 22. Now, if Nathan Stapleton can get the victory and Davey Johnson happens to fall back in the 33, get to him here, Stapleton could really be in a good position to win this championship. I mean, I'm really impressed with what Stapleton has done. He is the highest driver in the point standings not to have won a race or grab a pole this season. But he has done a fantastic job. He finished second at Lime Rock, and he has definitely kept himself up there in the point standings. He was at Chicagoland, I think. I think it was at Chicagoland that kind of moved his way through the point standings pretty well. Now, Elijah Gordon is another guy, you know, if he can get a good finish here, maybe move his way up a few positions on pit road. If he can do that, and of course if Davey Johnson can slip a little bit, it's 25 points between Davey Johnson and Elijah Gordon. If Elijah Gordon can get a good finish, and maybe like Stapleton can win, we'll have a three-way battle for the championship, a really close three-way battle for the championship. However, that doesn't mean that it's only going to be those three guys who can win the championship. As I said, the finale at Auto Club is a double points race. So the points will majorly change at the end of that one because so many points are going to be awarded. This is a single points race here. This is not the last race of the season like it is in the IndyCar series. It's the next to last race of the season because I really would not want to have the finale here. And they really should race at Auto Club, but, you know, Auto Club decided not to race there anymore. So, yeah. But still, we're going to race at Auto Club. It's going to be a good race there, and we're going to determine a championship or champion tomorrow. And like I said, I'm talking about the points a lot here because they mean a lot. Oh, my! That's Davey Johnson, the points leader! Davey Johnson just blew up, and he's going to finish in last place because of that. Oh, my goodness. Well, that really changes things. Christian Master has also gone off the racetrack. I'm wondering if we had a crash or something between those two guys. Davey Johnson is going to finish next to last. That's only 6 points towards the championship. And that opens the door tremendously for guys like Elijah Gordon and Nathan Stapleton. That is unbelievable. Well, that is definitely going to play into tomorrow's race. It's going to play into the point standings a lot. And that is a tough one for our last winner, Davey Johnson, who took the points lead there at Kentucky, but it's looking like he might possibly lose it here today to Elijah Gordon. But it's actually possible that Stapleton could take it. If Stapleton could get around Elijah Gordon in the points, let me see, it was 47. So, yeah, it was 40. It was 47-point difference between Davey Johnson and Nathan Stapleton. If Stapleton wins, he will not be able to surpass Johnson. So, Davey Johnson will get 6 points towards the championship. Nathan Stapleton, if he wins the race, would get 50 points. That's only a 43-point difference. However, Stapleton would be 4 points behind. Only 4 points behind Davey Johnson heading into the final race if he could get the win. If Stapleton can get the win. But don't know if that's going to necessarily happen. We got pit stops beginning. Leader James Richardson in. However, most of the guys behind are staying out. You see Dalio coming in. And we'll see if anybody else comes in here. But it looks like it's just going to be Richardson and Dalio. And I think that might be a good thing for those guys because they're going to get the fresher tires on their race cars. They're going to be going a little bit faster, a little bit longer than these guys who are staying out. But if Stapleton can get the win, he would be 4 points with him, Davey Johnson. If Elijah Gordon finishes in 9th place where he's been running most of this race, 9th place awards you 22 points, I think. Yep, 22 points. Elijah Gordon would be, let me see, it's 25. That would be 22 minus 6. 22 minus 6 is 16. So 16 would be a 9-point difference between Elijah Gordon and Davey Johnson if Elijah Gordon finishes in 9th place. But if Stapleton gets the win, he'd be 4 points ahead of, or 4 points behind, I should say, of Davey Johnson. And if Elijah Gordon finishes in 9th, where he's been running most of this race, Elijah Gordon will be 9 points with him, Davey Johnson. We really haven't talked about Cameron Garlington or Chris Stott or even Matt Tuck. Matt Tuck can actually move his way through the points here in this one. I mean, he's second right now, and got these pit stops going. So we're going to follow with the leader, Nathan Stapleton here. He comes into the pit road first. And he is going to... Oh, no! He hit Matt Tuck! Oh, man. I don't know if he's going to have damage to his race car because of that. He hit Matt Tuck trying to come out of the pit road. And there's James Richardson. How about Nicholas Samadillo? Samadillo might be in the catbird seat if there is any damage to this 98. But Nicholas Samadillo has moved his way up to 2nd place. Richardson is 3rd. Josh Crash is 4th. Matt Dalio and Elijah Gordon just moved his way up to 6th. And 6th gives you 28 points. And 28 minus 6 would be 22 points. So if Elijah Gordon finishes where he is right now, Elijah Gordon would close in within, I think, 3 points of the championship lead with Davey Johnson. And Nathan Stapleton's currently leading, and he's coming in. Stapleton is coming in. Oh, what a heartbreaker for the 98. My goodness, he was going to get the win if that didn't happen. And guess who? Nicholas Samadillo is taking the lead in the 9. Didn't really see this one coming. But Nicholas Samadillo out front in the number 9 after Nathan Stapleton had to come in and repair damage to his race car after he hit Matt Tuck on the pit road. Matt Tuck is still out on the racetrack, currently running in 5th place. No, actually, sorry, currently running in 6th. Yeah, 6th place for Matt Tuck. Elijah Gordon is currently running in 5th. That is 30 points towards the championship. And the way they are running right now, Elijah Gordon would be 1 point with him, Davey Johnson, heading into the final race of the season. Unfortunately for Stapleton, he's going to get it repaired, but now he is running, I think, in 23rd place. That only awards you 7 points towards the championship. So heading into Auto Club, it's going to be between Elijah Gordon and Davey Johnson. And the way they are running right now, it's going to be 1 point between the two drivers. And just think, if Elijah Gordon grabs the pole for the Auto Club race, Elijah Gordon would be even with them heading into the finale race. And hey, how about Nicholas Samadillo? He's had a pretty bad season so far in this number 9. It has been quite a while since he's won a race on Napafan, by the way. But he got a good pit stop there. Was able to get around James Richardson. And fortunately for him, Nathan Stapleton had a problem. And here he is leading, coming to 3 to go here in the Grand Prix of Sonoma. And this is kind of one of the shorter races of the season, just due to the fact that, you know, there's no need to continue racing on many laps if we're not going to have any passing, you know. But still, Elijah Gordon, he's going to be 1 point within the championship lead heading into the final race of the season if he finishes where he is. Because Davey Johnson had a problem. And if Nathan Stapleton were to win, it would be kind of a three-way battle there. But Stapleton's not going to win now. He's running 23rd on the racetrack. 2.5 laps to go for Nicholas Samadillo. He's able to hold the 22 behind him. And like I said, it's essentially impossible to pass at this racetrack. But the pit stops definitely shook things up, and we did not really see this coming at all. But hey, good to see Nicholas Samadillo get a good run here at the Sonoma Raceway. This 9 won at Sonoma in the real IndyCar Series, the Verizon IndyCar Series last year. Remember that finale? And it was Juan Pablo Montoya leading in the points the whole season up into the last race of the season, where he tied with Scott Dixon, and because Scott Dixon won the final race, Scott Dixon won the championship because he had 1 more win than Montoya. They were tied at the final standings, but Dixon had 1 more win than Montoya. And after leading in the points the whole season, Montoya didn't win the championship. But I don't really care. I wanted Scott Dixon. Not so much of a fan of Montoya. But anyways, Scott Dixon, or Nicholas Samadillo, okay, I'm sorry. Nicholas Samadillo in Scott Dixon's car is going to come to the white flag this time by here in the Grand Prix of Sonoma. Elijah Gordon still running in 5th place. Now, let's not count out Matt Tuck here. That's 28 points for Matt Tuck where he's running right now. And if he can finish there, let's see where he would end up going here. He has 319 points coming into this race. He'll still have a shot. He'll still be up there. He'll still have a shot at the championship, but he won't be that close. I think Matt Tuck would be able to get around Cameron Garlington in the point standings. Yeah, he would be able, I think he would get 4th in the standings. I don't think he'll be able to get around Stapleton. But I think Matt Tuck is going to head into the finale race 4th in the points. Davey Johnson will be the points leader by 1 point ahead of Elijah Gordon. Stapleton, I think, will still be 3rd in the point standings. He'll still have a shot at the championship. And then I think Matt Tuck's going to be 4th in the points heading into Auto Club tomorrow. But anyways, Nicholas Samadillo, he's not really part of the championship battle. Does not have near enough points to do it. But he's still going to get a win anyway. And coming through the hairpin, it will be the number 9 of Nicholas Samadillo who gets the victory here in the Grand Prix of Sonoma. Coming out of the final turn, Nicholas Samadillo wins at the Infineon Raceway, or the Sonoma Raceway, whatever it's called. And this is officially the Infineon Raceway, but nowadays it's called the Sonoma Raceway. But yeah, Nicholas Samadillo gets it done on the last road course race of the season here in the Haas IndyCar Series. And it's now 1 race left here, and it's going to be at the really big, bad, fast California, or Auto Club Speedway, I should say, where we're going to have 3, 4, 5 wide the whole race. We're going to probably have some pretty big crashes, and a lot of drama will happen in the MAV TV 100 at California tomorrow, right here on Napafan. But anyways, there are the official standings right there, and Samadillo gets it done. James Richardson a close 2nd. Josh Crash, Matt Dallio, and Elijah Gordon is going to close up 1 point. Going to close up to Davey Johnson by only 1 point. No. He's going to be in 2nd, but he's only going to have a 1 point deficit on Davey Johnson. There we go. Matt Tuck finished 6th. Devin Cook, Cameron Garlington got a good finish here. Garlington, I think, is actually going to be 4th in the points coming into the finale race, with Matt Tuck being 5th. But Garlington and Tuck still have a shot at this championship. Got Stuart Gratton in 9th and Audra Baranowskis rounding out the top 10. In 24th place was points leader, and he still is the points leader, but by only 1 point ahead of Elijah Gordon. Davey Johnson in the 33. If you remember the Arcus series back in January, you remember he had a nip and tuck battle with Nick Smith for the championship over there and lost it just at the end. Davey Johnson does not want that to happen to him. I know Elijah Gordon, he's been the dominant driver this season in the Haas IndyCar Series. He's been leading in the points most of these races. And I know that he does not want to lose this championship. But hey, you're just going to have to see what happens tomorrow right here on Napa Fan at the Auto Club Speedway for the MAV TV 100. It's going to be a good one, and I hope you stick around and watch it. But anyways, congratulations to Nicholas Samedeo for getting the victory here at Sonoma. And here are the point standings heading into the final race of the season in the 2016 Haas IndyCar Series. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.
It's the call of the wild.